Aloha, everyone, and welcome to ABCs of Oracle Cards with myself, Neil, Molokai Mystic, and my sidekick over here. And we're saving her voice, Nick, with my angels. And she is currently, I guess, sharing and doing her tech stuff behind the scenes. So we are honoring her voice. So today, for ABCs, we're not necessarily pulling cards for everyone individually, but we will be pulling cards. And we are focusing on allowing, believing, and channeling the messages. I will be pulling a card for our lovely Nick. She will interpret it herself. She will, in turn, pull a card for me. I will interpret it. And then Nick will pull a card, one card for everyone. Hello, everybody. Um, one card for everyone else to use their intuitive gifts and interpret their own card. Each card is very individual. I mean, the message behind the card is very individual. So it could be one card and you could each get a different message. So I wanted to talk about the ABCs of this Oracle card show. One is to allow, ask, you know, that A is so important. And when you're asking, not just for the question, but ask for your divine support. Allow that divine support to step in with your intention. Um, and then we shuffle and we believe and we bond with that intention. We become that yearning, that feeling of that intention. And we believe that we will indeed not only receive the message, but we will indeed have, oh, thank you. We will indeed have the message for our highest and greatest good. Again, guys, trust me on this one. Messages, guidance, manifestations, they come through for our highest good and they don't always look like what we want. But when we trust and we believe that it is for our highest good, even if it looks funky, we can accept it with an open heart filled with appreciation. So today I want you guys to watch how we do our readings, see how we're receiving our messages. And first off, before we even start on this show, we create a sacred space. So even if you are pulling cards for yourself, it's an important aspect to create that sacred space for yourself, to be able to allow the messages to be not only sent from you to the divine, but for the divine to send the messages to you. So create your own sacred space. Prepare yourself. Call in your support. And while we're doing our messages, you guys can think about what intentions you're going to set for the card that is presented for all of you. So Nikki has her mic muted, but Nikki, I'm going to ask you to now. Nikki's a word person, and I'd like to know in the comments how you guys have been feeling you're receiving the messages more and more. As we've been doing this, on Sundays for a while now, how are you guys feeling? Is it the images? Is it the colors? Is it the number on the card? Is it the words? How do you feel like these messages have been coming through to you? And what senses are you using? Are you feeling it? Are you just knowing it? Are you hearing something? Are you seeing something? So give us some feedback on where you're at in regards to being able to receive those messages from the cards that have been pulled for you. So, Nick, set your intention, create that sacred vessel of yours. Call in your support, and I will shuffle for Nikki's highest and greatest good. So I don't know what her intention is unless she feels like sharing it with me, or us rather, since we're live and the whole world is watching it. Um, and please continue. Wait, please continue to pray for our Nick. I want her voice fully capable of helping support us in our upcoming class, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But you have your contention?
I have my intention, and I had something going on with my one of my jobs last week. Like, let's say, I lost one part of my job, and I know there is a message for me in that, and let's see what's the message from this.
Okay. So, regards to next advice and greatest good regarding her intention of the job. What is the divine message? It may not feel like it, but I can see where this is. This is the number one, and it is yellow, joy and happiness. And it has a little bee on the flower, and it has butterflies and golden rays radiating all around and on top of this flower. So you can explain how this resonates with your intention and how you're receiving the message.
Well, I think it's perfect because, first of all, the bee, I was a busy bee. And the reason they gave me to take away the job from me was that I was working 19 hours a day. And that is one of my two jobs. So if one of my two jobs I was working 19 hours a day, so what's left for the other job? They couldn't understand how I could deliver the work I was delivering in the time I was giving. So I was a busy bee, yes. And it was I mean, I was feeling happy. I was saying I am happy, although I'm giving this much to my jobs. But maybe my definition of happiness wasn't correct, and maybe it's because I didn't know happiness in the past, so I could feel extremely happy with very little. So, because I had nothing really good to compare with, so maybe now they are taking away a little bit of my job so that I have more free time to experience better things in life, so that I can experience true joy, true happiness with doing something else than job. Because now it's true that I work over 20 hours a day and I don't have time to do something else than work. So, and I always say to people, like, I don't mind working this much because work is my happiness, work is my joy. But I say that because I have never experienced anything else that brings me joy. So maybe it's for me an opportunity to try something different.
I love that outlook. You're being open to this door being open for you.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't realized it, Nikki is a translator, editor, proofreader. She's constantly correcting me. But she's a word person, and this is what she's passionate about. And I love that about her. And God, she's so smart. It's ridiculous. And people couldn't understand how she could be so good, so efficient, no errors being turned in, and the amount of work she was doing was 19, 20 hours worth of work that she was capable of getting done and done right. They couldn't understand that. But she's just awesome sauce. But this is something she enjoys. This is something she's passionate about. So her work to her is her playground, you know. But now I'm dragging her out to another park. I guess so because the universe agrees. They're saying, "Come fly." Come be that butterfly. Allow that transformation and finding joy in everywhere. Anything. It doesn't always have to be on that one flower. You know. So I love that you incorporated both the image, the main focal point of the image, and the words.
Mhm.
So, okay. Yeah, my turn. Let me see. Um, Setting my intention, guys. I'm creating a sacred opening of allowing for the message for my highest good to come in. I'm having an issue. I've been studying in the evening, and I'm working on two more certification courses right now, and I keep falling asleep in class. Thank God it's a recording that I'm watching and they're not watching me. But so I am looking for guidance on what it is I need to know for my highest and greatest good in regards to this whole falling asleep thing. I'm very information driven, and it bothers me that this is something that is important to me and I am sleeping on the job. I don't want to miss any information. And so I'm having to repeat things. And maybe that is the message that I need to go back and repeat it because, you hear it more than once and it kind of integrates stronger. So that's my intention. What do I need to know for my highest and greatest good regarding this whole course and falling asleep thing? Be nice, angels. Be nice. Uh-oh. A tiny. Okay. All right. I wish I had my deck with me. This is from Shaman's Dream. This is number one. Interesting that we both got number one. A tidy house, clarity, and organization. What I'm seeing here are three separate houses. So allowing myself to really place each individual study, each individual part of my day in another house. Don't try to do it all one time and then clean up that one house in one day. Um, I feel like this is because there are three separate houses and each are unique. One is a wooden house, one is more like a chateau, and one is looks like me when I fall asleep under a tree. Um, so a tidy house, clarity and organization. And I feel what it's telling me is to, when I am focusing on each thing, to be present, to be more present for each one, to allow the organization separately for each thing I'm working on. I've got so many things going on right now that I haven't really separated them. I notice that what I'm doing is I'm studying one thing and I'm concentrating on something else and I'm preparing something else. And then I'm thinking about what I'd like to be doing at the same time. So, what I need to do is to find that organization so that I can have clarity, so that I can focus and keep everything in its own house. You know, I can visit this house for a while and then I'll shut the door and I'll go into the next house and shut that door and so on and so forth. So, this is what I'm getting from this card, and that's how I'm getting it, is really with the images and a combination of the images, the words, and the number one. And the number one is saying, okay, awareness, this is what you got to do.
I totally agree, Neil. I totally agree. It's just because you are trying to study at the same time we're organizing a course, at the same time you're taking care of me and other people who are needing you at this moment. At the same time you are like you're dealing with so many things at once,
And,
forgetting to take care
and
of you and taking care of you, and like, yeah, your body's saying, hey, I'm there, I need to sleep now. I need some rest. And because you're trying to take the course to when the others are no longer there and they don't need you, but that's the only time where you can rest. So at the same time, that's when you're resting. So the course is taking you to sleep.
It's a great course. It's just it has meditations in it, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I zone. I go into the meditation and I don't come back.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, and it's that's when I have the time to actually do my studies. I am a night owl.
yeah,
Um, but there is, like I said, there's the class that we're getting ready to present, the my clients, my book. I want to make sure you're okay because you're not feeling well. I've got my animals and my husband and uh, our shows and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think I need to really allow myself the opportunity in this a tidy house, clarity and organization. I think organizing it and shutting the door each time.
yeah,
Each topic has its own house to dwell in, and I need to respect that.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
you're right, Andrea. Both message apply to both of us.
exactly, exactly. Interesting how both cards could have similar messages and totally different pictures and words on it, but
Yeah,
that's where we're at right now. So pace yourself, Yes, I know. Yeah. But there's a lot of things going on for me right now. And then of course I got my grandbabies. Okay, so now you guys call in your sacred space. Allow your vessel to become pure and free to receive. Allowing, asking for your divine support, setting this intention, whatever intention it is, for your highest and greatest good. Nikki's going to present a card, and then you guys take your time, look at the card. What is calling your attention? Will it be the number on the card? Will it be the words on the card? Will it be the colors, the image, the overall feel of the energy of the cards? So share in the comments how you are receiving, what message you're receiving, and does it resonate with your set intentions? Thank you, Tammy. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the reminder, Nick. So this particular link that's in the comments, guys, this is to join our class. Our class is Invoking the Archangels for Focused Inner Healing. And all you have to do is join the class, include your email address in the questionnaire when you join the class originally. We will send you the Zoom link and information that you need for the class. The class will be on Zoom. The class will be recorded. It's much better if you can attend the Zoom live. Um, since it's not going to be on Facebook. If you know anyone that is not on Facebook, allow them the opportunity. Send them the link or send them our email address, which is sillyrainbowangels@gmail.com. And you can just have them send us their email and we'll send them the Zoom link and they can register that way. So this is a link to the private group. We'll have discussions in there. We'll have practices. There's a lot of questions, guys, that I've been posting. If you answer these questions, they are Nik and Neel trivia questions. So if you guys know us, you guys should be able to answer these questions. And there are also inspiring minds want to know questions. And these questions are focused on what you feel your understanding is, or sharing experiences on your interactions with the archangels, angels, and guardian angels and spirit guides. So you never know what the questions are going to be, but if you answer these questions, you will be put on the rainbow wheel for a chance to win. And that will be announced at the end of class. Okay, Nick. Hope you guys all have your intentions. Ooh. This is number 57, Unmarked Trail, Revelation. So, looking into this card, I'm not going to tell you guys what to look at. Look into the card, feel the energy of the card. Is it the lighting that's calling to you? Is it the words? Is it the design, the image itself? What is this energy saying to you? How are you receiving the message? Does it resonate with you? Does it help you answer or get guidance about the intention that you set? Allow yourself to believe that the message is for your highest and greatest good. Unmarked trail, revelation. The number is 57. Tammy says, I immediately received stepping out in faith to receive. Beautiful. And what senses did you use for this? Was it a feeling? Was it a knowing? What drew you into the picture? What drew you into the awareness? How did you receive stepping out in faith to receive? I know your arm's getting tired, Nick.
It's okay. It's silly.
Well, silly is part of the name of our show. Janet says, the card to me is saying, Janet, continue to create, develop, and create your own jewelry. Yes, good job, Janet. What about the colors, you guys? What are you receiving from the colors? Take in everything, every aspect that you are drawn to. Tammy says, unknowing for me personally. Balance both know and unknown. Very good. Known and unknown. Janet says, a various stacked stones of different shapes is why. Ah, very good. And Kate is saying, follow my heart. The door is open. I love that. Tiffany, unmarked trail revelations gives me the understanding of the freedom to create a new path. I love that, Tiffany. Good job. From the colors, I am receiving healing from the colors. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, green is a very healing energy. Andrea, confirmation again about what I need to do next. Green is on to new pastures. All right, I love it, Andrea. So you see, everyone had their own personal intention. Everyone created their own sacred space within themselves. Everyone called in their own divine assistance and believed that they could receive also protection from the blue. Good job. All right. See, Tammy? Thank you. Kathy says pretty. I love that. Pretty. That's all I need to hear from this card. Janet says, the color green is a personal hue, one for me as much healing and prayers to Christ and Raphael to help me after all these decades to trust I will be healed and happier in myself too. You see how this card spoke to you in two different aspects because you looked at the two different aspects. You looked at the stoneway, the walkway. You looked at it being in regards to your jewelry and into your healing. And Aura says, first of all, 57 is the year of my birth. Oh, this card is yours, right? The colors that Archangel Raphael is sending healing for, and the yellow is showing me that everything is going to be well. Oh, I love that. I love that. But you see how we can go with the numbers? You know, the number resonated with her right away. Kate says the card says grounding and building myself up. Oh, nice, Kate. I love that. Anne says, I received how strong the middle stone is. It is strong enough to balance everything that is thrown my way with a brilliant guiding light. Ah, deep. And you are awesome. Thank you for sharing. And Kathy says, divine healing. Divine healing. Tiffany says, the picture. Oh, wait a minute. The picture doesn't resonate with the words for me. Interesting. Unmarked trails, revelation. So when you're looking at this card, look at the pathways, the zigzags, the unmarked trails. There's no straight path. You can forge your own path. You can allow yourself to walk into the mysteries. And in this picture, if you look at it, there is no right or wrong way. You've got pathways on the sides, you've got pathways on top, you've got pathways in between, you've got pathways right in the middle in that spiral going upwards. It is the stones are trying to block the doorway. Ah, you can see as if they are blocking the doorway. And that is time for sacred pause. So allow yourself to go in. What is this saying to me? Maybe I need to go on the side. Maybe there's more space over there instead of barge going straight through. Find out what resonates with you. Happy Monday now. Okay, I see you're asking for a card now. Today is ABCs of Oracle cards, where I pull a card for Nick, Nick pulls a card for me, and then she pulls one card, and everyone interprets it via their own intention. Um, so this is more of a learning live stream. We do pull our cards on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Times on Tuesday afternoons.
It's Tuesday afternoon Eastern Time. For Australia, it's Wednesday morning.
Ah, Australia is Wednesday morning. I would not know that. Okay, I can barely count to five, you guys. So, Kate says, I keep focusing on all the light orbs that are calling to me, that I'm safe to be open to moving forward without an answer. It will come if I keep moving forward. Yes, yes. And that movement forward doesn't have to be at a fast pace. Remember, any movement forward is a movement forward, you guys. Tiffany. So moving forward, there's really no guidance. You got to trust your heart. Trust where you're being led. You know, it's not set in stone. You can move and flow depending on the energy and the guidance that you're receiving. Follow your heart. Absolutely. Divine love healing is behind and above, and the spiral top is too for my intention and my dearest hope to create loveliness for others until I cross up through into the divine spiral. I love how you guys are really expressing yourselves in this. Um, that's okay now. Tuesday, we'll get you. No worries. The number breaks down to a four, which says the angels are with you at all times. I love that, Kate. Very good. There is protection all around, and the flow is easy because of it. Oh, nice, Aura. Nice. So, guys, this is how our Sunday show works. Our Sunday show, you can put the card down, Nick. I'd love to see your lovely face. Smile. But this is how our Sunday ABC show goes. Again, it's all about, asking, allowing, believing that you can channel this divine message for yourself. This is all about empowering you to give yourself that daily guidance. If you have a deck at home, allow yourself to practice this. We will be having upcoming classes introducing you more into the details, the um, being what is that word, Nikki? My brain farted. um, not just authentic, but standing in integrity in giving card readings, you know. So we will be having classes on this because you guys have been doing so great with this particular show. We thought we'd expand it since 22 is our expansion year. Um, so stay tuned for that. But for now, we have um, a class coming up this coming Saturday, June 4th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, guys, it will be on Zoom. So if you know people that are not on Facebook, tell them to email us at sillyrainbowsangels@gmail.com and we can send them the Zoom link. The class is free. We are accepting donations, but you're not obligated to donate. We just want you guys to be able to enjoy the class. The class is titled Invoking the Archangels for Focused Inner Healing. We do have our private class Facebook group. Join the class, answer the questionnaires, put your email address in there, and you are considered registered for the class. That's all you have to do is join the
And
class.
you will receive an email tonight or maybe tomorrow at the latest, I think.
Yes.
And the email you will receive will have the Zoom link already, and the Zoom link is a sort of confirmation of your registration. So it will ask you again for your name and your email address, and it will be like the validation that you are registered for the course.
Oh, so they need to click on that before we actually have the class then to register.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's like a validation so that we can have the people who are in the group are validated through this Zoom link,
Okay.
so
And
that
this
we
is
can
why we
continue.
kept saying we need your address. I mean, we need your email address because this is how the Zoom link is working for us. So join the group, invite others to join the group, and by joining the group, you are registering. But there will be a Zoom link emailed out to you to confirm your email and that you are registered. So Nikki has put that in the comments. Again, our email address is sillyrainbowangels@gmail.com. And
I have the Zoom link prepared. Should I share it here or?
no, not in this one. I mean, I can see
Yeah,
sharing it in the private group, but not
yes.
on this particular live
Mhm.
stream. Um,
Yes, there will be recording, Kathy.
yes, there will be a recording, but I am a very interactive, experiential type of teacher. So if you can make it to the live, I think it would be more beneficial. But there will be some teaching that, because when we do the breakout rooms, it's not really on the recording. So you miss out on that experience. But as far as the information goes, you'll get a lot from the recording as well. So we will be sending out the recording to everyone that is registered. So even if you can't make it to the live, as long as we have your email as a registered participant, you'll receive the recording. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. She's
You're
my tech guru, guys. I'm illiterate. Okay, when it
yeah.
comes to technology. Okay, you guys. So if you don't see us on here, you'll see us in our private group because I'm in there all the time, hanging out. Not really. I'm just checking posts, but I am in there. Yes, there will be. Okay. All right, guys. So as we always say, we shine brighter
Together.
together. Okay. Aloha, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Good night, everyone.